Alrighty then. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Robert C. Graham, aka Clown Force. Uh, I want to apologize. I didn't see that FCC was also going live around the same time. FCC, I sincerely apologize. Please let him know if you guys could through Instagram or whatever means you have. Please let FCC know I sincerely apologize. He's also doing a stream that mentions Clown Force. I did not know that. I apologize. I was going to go to bed after I ate. Excuse me. I can't sleep. And if you look at the thumbnail, there's the actual document for Robert C. Graham, aka Clown Force. I will say this, he was not convicted of that crime. However, he was charged, arrested, and indicted for being alleged chomo around 24, let's see, that would be what, 19, 20 years ago, something like that. But he was not convicted. So we cannot say that he's charged, or I'm sorry, we cannot say he was convicted. But there are some more things we're going to discuss about that tonight. Hey, what's up, Warbot? So good to see you, my brother. I did drop the link. Now, I only let people up that I can authenticate and, of course, respect. Warbot, you're one of them, obviously. Vic, you too, as well. Josh, of course, you are. JT, of course, and you know. I know it's late. I wasn't planning on, again, like last night, I wasn't planning on doing a stream for like weeks. But here we are. I had put this as part one because I didn't have time to upload all of the receipts and screen recordings that I want to upload for part two. And some of this probably would have came out on one of the panels that I've been talking about. But anyways, with that being said, we're going to move forward with this. please like and share. I don't care about clicks and views. I really don't. But hitting the like and sharing it gets the algorithm up so people can come and hear this. So there's some things I'm going to reveal tonight. And so that's the only reason why I asked to go ahead. If you could give it a like, give it a share, whatever, get the algorithm going, whatever that is. Yeah, whatever. I really don't care about clicks and views, but for this is pretty important. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate that. It doesn't take that long. Just hit the like. That helps. Let's see who we have here. Not very many people. We have 44 people in here. Anthony Cruz, hello. I support all. Good to see you as always. I'll probably see you tomorrow, actually, because we're friends in real life. Shifty, yeah, it's a doc. It's public record. It's on the thumbnail. Yeah. Vic, always a pleasure. JT Colfax, a pleasure. Noah, Mike Claude, already mentioned your name. I don't know. If you mentioned your name twice, I apologize. Gusto or Gusto, how are you? Again, Josh, always a pleasure. Appreciate your work. You be sure to drop whatever links you need to drop whenever you want to for your great work you're doing there. Let's see, Warbot, always a pleasure. Again, see, we have Wood Chipper in here. Dag Gnome, hello. Just timed out by Warbot. Oh, and also, I had to get rid of Bomb Dio. She was blowing up my Instagram today. So she found me on Instagram. She opened up an account just to talk to me. She deleted her channel and started a new one. Because she was timing out people last night. And just doing a whole bunch of, or what, not last night, it was the night before. My apologies. You have to forgive me. I get my, my memory's not the greatest. Whatever the last stream was, all right? And so she's no longer here. Thank goodness. Long story. There's so much stuff I got to upload. Receipt-wise, screen recordings, screenshots, whatever, what you guys call receipts. I don't have them all here now. Now, one of the main receipts is on the thumbnail. So that's a public record, by the way. Call it a docs, call it what you want. I don't care. There's some more stuff that I'm going to be telling y'all tonight. In part 2, I will show all the receipts to that. I need to get some water. Give me a second. In the desert, you got to have lots of water. And I'm drinking my vitamin C. Let's see here. I try to mute when I cough. I also try to mute usually when I take a drag off my e-cigarette. Sometimes I don't make it to it, but I don't want to be annoying and start coughing. And hold on. All right, try to be respectful. So I try to mute as much as I can when I think about it. I try to mute when I cough or take a drag off my e-cigarette. E-cigarette, not so much, but, I just do what I do. Again, my apologies, FCC. My apologies, FCC. Ed, if you're still alive, my apologies to you as well. I was not planning on this. But I fixed a nice green chili burrito with, of course, all the stuffings that goes into a New Mexico burrito. I would turn off my lights. I was trying to go to sleep, and then things happened, and I was too wound up to sleep, and I just said, you know what, I'm going live. And then I changed it to part 1 because I want to do a part 2 with receipts. So I don't have them uploaded to my StreamYard right now. The thumbnail is a receipt, so there you go. But I will have plenty of receipts for part 2 on this particular subject, whether it be the next panel or later on in the near future. Please ban him immediately. He is not welcome here. Let's see, did I pin the link? It'll be an open panel to most people. I'm not just going to let anybody up, obviously, but I will let, the regulars, that go on pin. Excuse me for the hiccups. Hey, Michael Beverly, good to see you. Also, before I get started here, I know it's late. We only have 56 people in here, but that's still good. And I sent out my private conversations with these people that I'm going to discuss here in just a second. It has nothing to do with this, by the way. But I want to say thank you to Ed and to Nevermore. They really kind of broke through to me last night to apologize sincerely and publicly. Not that I wasn't sincere on Constantine's, but I get it. People didn't look. It was the next day. I had relapsed off alcohol after 5 months. It was the very next day. I was ashamed, confused, nervous. The list goes on. I didn't really I don't remember a thing, but I saw what I saw. I heard what I heard. But last night I was finally able to, and I did cry. That's fine. Real men do cry, right? We're humans. And it just means I was sincere. And I sincerely apologize to Vlad and, of course, Lala and what I said about PHI. So thank you, Ed, again. And thank you, Bobby, again. And even Matt C had a little part in that. So I'll give him a shout out on that one, too. I want to throw that out there. We are on the permaban rules here. You get one warning. And the person that does time that person out, please screenshot it and tell them that's their first warning. You have to at least tell them, moderators. And if there's a private moderator that doesn't want to be in chat but does something, don't mention their name. Just don't. If they want to be in the background and just moderate, please let them do that. If they want to be private, that's fine. But if you do something, and say if you realize a person is trying to be private, maybe you as being a public chatter can say, hey, this is your warning. Next one is the perma ban. So I don't put up with any BS anymore. I can care less about clicks, views, and all that BS. Something like this is important, yes, I get that. But we have 60 or 70, 61 people in here. Okay, we're at a pretty good number right now. There's Dub. How are you? Let's see here. If Michael Beverly, I don't know if I mentioned you or not. If I missed everybody or anybody, I do apologize. So, again, like I said, this is part 1. There is an open panel. I do have authentication on. So I will only let, obviously people that are authenticated through YouTube up and people that are regulars on panels and whatnot. PatCon, how you doing, buddy? I just call you buddy. I really don't know who you are. I just don't. I don't really care to know who you are. I just know that I promoted you to Managing Mod because you've always respected the rules. I did see you say a little something, but, it's okay. You control a little bit, but that's okay. You're a Managing Mod now. Telly's in here. Be back in 20 minutes when the mod talk is over. Oh, Telly, seriously, dude, shut up, man. Seriously, just shut up, dude. Seriously. The mod talk. Telly, come on, dude. Actually, Telly, I've been enjoying some of your streams, to be honest with you. And you can come up if you want to. Freedom of speech, just keep the F words within 30 seconds of each other or 2 minutes or whatever. That's all I ask. You don't have to kick you. And as of May, I wanted to upload that, but I didn't. There's a new TOS that's going to be even more strict coming out at the end of May. And I wanted to upload that tonight, and I didn't. But yeah, we have to be very careful. So, anyways, that's all I ask. Be a little bit respectful. That's all I care about. Sean Americana, good to see you. Tell y'all you are welcome to come up. The link is pinned to give your thoughts and opinions. Again, I'll say this one more time before we get started. CCC, hello. Gusto, hello, or Gusto, hello. Again, so Robert C. Graham, aka Clown Force. Yeah, you want to say, oh, Jeff's a doxer. I think that's the first time I've actually doxed almost an entire name. But it's public record. It's public record. Because he was charged, arrested, and indicted for being a alleged chomo at that time. Approximately 8 months of court litigation and so on and so forth. It was dismissed. And from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll have the receipts next time. From what I looked through, you can go to LA, I believe it's lagov.org or oh shoot, it should be on the thumbnail, by the way. You can go look up all that. The victim, I guess, didn't appear in court or something of that nature, and it was dismissed. So he was not charged. I mean, I'm sorry, he was not convicted. There's also a methamphetamine situation too, and I don't want to talk too much about that because I haven't looked into it very deep yet. Hello, Jilly, how are you? I haven't looked into it very deep yet, so I don't want to talk too much about that particular situation until part 2, when I have the receipts to prove it. Todd, good to see you. Wait, Todd S11. Hey, is that the real Todd? I had the real Todd moderated. Yeah, I was just talking about moderating again. Well, yeah. I was drunk one night. Yeah, it's a real Todd. Let me get you your mod back, buddy. All right, there's your mod back. Canadian Royalty, how are you? Andrea D. I looked through some of the last stream, and I saw that you answered my question I asked. I just didn't see it at the time, so I give you your mod back. Josh, again. Do I think he's guilty? Okay, well, you know I have my opinion. But if I say it on air, I can be, judged for that. So I won't answer that. And that right there should answer your question, if I think he's guilty. He did make a comment, however, on Ed's panel. I want to say it was a night or two ago, and Ed had to kick him off, actually, after he made the comment that he effed a little girl in a certain place, just disgusting things. And Ed said, okay, that's it, you're gone. And Ed had to kick him. So, I mean, he didn't even say he was kidding. Okay, so let me move on here. And like I said, I'll have all the receipts on part 2. I just didn't have time to get them all ready tonight. So tonight, there were some certain people, including himself, Robert C. Graham, a.k.a. Clown Force. So there were a lot of false things that were said about a lot of people tonight, like Juniper, Ed, myself, other people. The list goes on and on and on. Now, Fart Kasprick. If anybody sees him coming here, please screenshot what he says. Send it to me on Instagram, Southwest_CPNI. And of course, it has the name Southwest Jeff underneath that. And then ban him. And he has alt accounts, by the way. Now, if you see Clown Dork or Clown Dwarf, I forgot what it's called, don't mess with them. I think it's Clown Dork. I don't believe it's Clown Force, but he has a bunch of alt accounts. But don't ban that one. Even though they did a couple of streams against me, okay, fine, whatever. People have a right to do what they want to do. But I don't believe, is Clown Force. That's somebody else. In fact, I believe that's PHAI, I believe, by the way. I don't know that for a fact, but they've been on there several times. That's not actually Clown Force, to the best of my knowledge. Finkelstein Kid. That movie. So Finkelstein. CCC. Mike Club. Lunchtime this year. But yeah, I'm about to reveal some stuff, and you're gonna say, "Well, where's the receipts?" Oh, I have them, and I'm gonna have them on part two. Just didn't have time to upload everything tonight. So, a lot of false accusations were said about like I said, about myself, Juniper, Ed. The list goes on and on. A bunch of people in the community, by different people. Let me go to my gallery here and see if I can at least read some off to you. I have so much stuff on here, it's pathetic. So I have no idea what I'm going to find on here. I'll just have to scroll forever. I also got bombarded by Bomb Dio, which I had to de-rent. She took down her channel because she was in here timing a bunch of people out, and she just wouldn't shut up on my DM, and I finally just had to shut her up. I said, look, I just can't deal with this BS right now, so just, go away, leave me alone, whatever. And she deleted her channel. For now, I guess there's a way to delete your channel and then bring it back. I know I've seen some people do it. I like to know how they do it. So I like to do that myself if I could at some point. If I would just take a month break, I'll just delete the damn thing and come back. But I don't know how to do that, unfortunately. So I'm still scrolling, just so you know, as I'm talking here, I am scrolling. And because I want to read some of the comments that I have screenshotted and by their and who they're from, which will be posted. I might post my community page and then do a part two where I will post them here on the channel as receipts. Scrolling. I got that song in my head. Gosh, I got so many screenshots. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Oh, wait a minute. Now I don't know why I can't find it. I have it on one of my old decoy phones, and it's actually on charge. Okay, so I can't show you, or I can't read them all. Well, I might. Let me see how much charges left on here. I might actually. Hold on, give me a minute here, folks. Fart Casper was one of them. Fart, not Kurt. Fart Casper. All right, so make sure the volume's down so there's no echo. It's going to go through an advertisement. Let's see, I'm going to my gallery here. I don't care about the advertisement. For my screenshot. Okay, here we are. Oh, here we are. Oh, actually, I've got a screen recording. Actually, let's see if you guys can hear this. That's Cloudfish. It was just this lost her little girl. Here comes fat ass callback. Talk about cold down the road. Little girl. I'm gonna burn your fucking parents to death. Even if they weren't all their pictures of their little girl, fucking piece of shit. Run, motherfucker. You're a fucking
Nobody cares. Murder and assaulted sexually. The head of this fat fucking homo. I don't want to go to jail where I want to. I want to go to jail with this guy's jail. That's why I did it.
Guys, hear that? Put one if you can.
He wanted to go to jail. Some boyfriends that are in jail. He wanted to go down. But why not burn down this little girl's fucking house? Right? You drive all the way there with your man, newspaper. Like, we all forget about that. She's got some fucking understand. And Jeff, he's actually got mental problems. But, you know, this cat's most people are, you know, but people are taking it seriously. Oh, yeah,
better?
months ago. Nobody knew till then did that. I mean, I have no idea. Kidding me? You think I tell anybody? But I never moved to a bad man. I did the other day when I was saying I felt bad for him, but still, that was that bad. You're a weenie, dude. You're a wiener, bro. It's fucking history. Nobody knew. There's nothing to know. Nothing to know.
You can't hear it. Okay, I'll stop.
It's nothing.
Last time I did this, people said they heard it
I'm
clearly.
saying.
I've got a bunch of those screen recordings. Like I said, that'll be on part 2. I'll upload them to a StreamYard and play it then. If you can't hear it, you can't hear it. So you just play it if you can't hear it. So far, Casper, to the best of my knowledge, that's who it was. I'll double check, of course. Was saying that I was an RSO. I was on Ed's panel actually about an hour and a half, whatever it was ago, and I told Ed, I said he's already done my background check and posted at one point on his old channel last year, I think it was a year and a half ago, whatever it was, and I offered to go ahead and pay him to look me up, and he, and you know, him and other people and Juniper were right. They're like, you know, it's not worth it. We're watching, we see what's going on over there on his channel. He's making false allegations, and other people are as well about other people. Don't worry about it, you know. And I get that, but I did offer because I had to cancel my services. $300 a month was just too much, so I just had to cancel. Looking up some information. I might subscribe, whatever you want to call it, pay for that service again to look up whoever. I was mostly using to look up creds, obviously. And then when the community started going to hell, I once in a while I look up certain people. If I heard something, saw something, or whatever, I would look them up. And there are some things I haven't even talked about because I just won't. In fact, let me do something real quick. I know this is probably kind of stupid, but I wanted to change the background for tonight because the community is literally a living hell right now. And I wanted to do my fiery background. Which one should I do? What about this one? Let's see, that one or this one? We'll do that one. I kind of like the other one too, but we'll go with that one for tonight. Part 2, I'll figure out something, but yeah. Hey, Bill Evans, how you doing, buddy? Boy, Bill Evans, pray for this community, brother. Pray for this community. So again, I'll repeat one more time before I continue, and I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes here. Again, Robert C. Graham, a.k.a. Clown Force, was charged, arrested, and indicted. I believe it was a child under 14, approximately 20 years ago. And then it was dismissed. And to the best of my knowledge, I'll have the receipts next time if my memory serves me correctly. Okay. The thumbnail has the information on there, and you can look up the case number and whatnot. And Ed showed it as well, and along with some other people. So it was, I believe, dismissed because the victim didn't show up to court, something of that nature. It kept getting rescheduled. And, a child, it was probably pretty, it was, we have to go by the law here and go by the justice system. So with it being, with him being not convicted, okay, he was not convicted. But if it was true, I'm sure the child and the parents were pretty traumatized and didn't want to put their child through that. And that does happen quite a bit. If that's the case, I'm not saying that was the case. I'm saying if that was the case, it's public record. So I'm not just out doxing somebody. That is a public record. All right. There's also a meth situation, and I'm not going to say charge or if he was convicted because I have the information. I just didn't get a chance to upload it. I didn't look through it all. It'll be on part 2. Now, Clown said some very nasty things on his own panel and other panels. Again, that's Robert C. Graham, Robert Cole Graham, aka Clown Force. And he's doxing a lot of people that are innocent, by the way, people that don't have records or don't have any previous charges or indictments, etc., etc. And then there's other panels right now, which I do apologize to FCC, who's live, also about Clown Force. I did not know it till after I set it up. So please, somebody send him a message. Tell him I apologize. I'm not trying to override him if he indeed did go ahead and go live. So again, FCC, I do apologize. I there's a lot of times I go live and I just don't realize somebody else is live until either afterwards or even after the stream. So anyways, and if Ed's still live, I apologize to Ed as well. Okay, so I have the screenshots. I have everything. That's why I went ahead and changed it, my title with the ending called Part 1, because I want to have receipts to prove everything. And I didn't have time to upload all of those this time. So Clown Force, a.k.a. Robert C. Graham, has made a lot of statements, threats, whatever. He's obsessed with diapers. I'm sure most of you know that by now. He's obsessed with diapers. Why? Well, who knows? Hi, Christy. Good to see you. He is, yes, I do apologize. I did not know that when I set up the stream, Christy. So if you can let FCC know, I'm not trying to step on toes. I just didn't realize it until later on. So I extremely apologize to FCC. I would never step on his toes. So, sometimes just things happen. So I definitely apologize. The pin or the link is pinned for anybody that wants to come up and discuss this. If you've been a victim of his harassment or threats or whatever, you're welcome to come up. Or if you just want to, talk about it, that's fine too. He actually said many, many times he wanted to pull my mother's diaper, which my mother doesn't wear a diaper. She actually takes care of people who do wear diapers. And I'm talking about senior citizens. She's a medical professional. But anyways, he said he wanted to push her diaper aside, and I'm going to be very careful how I say this. He wanted to push her diaper aside, and you know what? Up her poop hole. We'll just say that much. You get the drift, right? Now, he's not only said that about my mother, he said that about other people. And there's so much stuff. And like I said, part 2 will have all the receipts. You can actually see it firsthand. You'll see it. I'll put them up on the screen. Y'all can see it. There's other things too. On Ed's panel, like I said earlier, one of the last things he said before Ed had to kick him off, when they were basically interrogating him about his charges. Again, he was not convicted, but his charges. He actually said, without saying I'm joking or anything like that, and I'm not gonna say this verbatim because I don't want to repeat what he said verbatim, but he said to the nature of he went to uh, a certain place and effed a little girl um, in the backside. Uh, I'm being very careful how I word this, and he was proud of it. And then Ed said, "Okay, you're gone," and Ed kicked him off the panel. It was just vile, completely vile and wicked. Uh, Fart Kasprick said that I'm an RSO. Of course, I'm not. And people have my background record. Ed does. And I asked him, I said, please show it again tonight. I'll send you Cash App the money. And, and people's like, don't worry about it. We already know you're not. Just let it go. I was like, okay, appreciate that. I want to put that offer out there. That I would pay him the money to release my docs if need be, to prove that I'm not an RSO, or some other false accusation that was said about me. There was also false accusation said about Juniper and Ed, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's see. Let me go to a comment here. Shifting. Let's put it on screen. Oh, you never. Get my phone here so I can read it better. I have my eyeglass appointment, my optometrist appointment next month. So hopefully I'll get some glasses by June. I'll be able to see better. Let me go to my phone so I can see it better, but it is on screen there. Do you mean? Oh, good God. Come on now. Oh, gosh. You mean anal? Oh, that's grown up word itself. I think that's what I put on screen. I don't know. You have to listen to what Soundforce said. It's on Ed's screen from either one or two, give or take, nights ago. It's also on the panel channel, by the way, I believe. So you can go look there too. Oh, let's see. Who is this? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not letting you up, and get rid of my son's picture. Now that I've got you, you'll be reported to the authorities when I come on the next two panels. You got my deceased son picture on your profile there, so no, you're not coming up. That is for sure. So you can get out of here. Disgusting people. Disgusting people. Probably Clown himself. Probably Robert C. Graham himself. Disgusting. Thinks he's going to come up here. Disgusting. With a picture of my deceased son. That is just, here's the thing. All right. I think I've said this before, but if I haven't, I'm going to say it now. So there's different, statistics out there, but let me just I'll say this the best way I can. So I looked this up, and most of y'all have. It's been released on some of the decoy channels and catcher channels and panel channels and whatever. Approximately 62% of adults who were affected, and you know what I mean, SO'd as a child, some as a young adult, by the way, when they become older, they repeat what would happen to them. So think about that for a second. So 62% continue the situation. I'm trying to be careful how I say this. Now think about that for a second. So if you think about that, the people they say that approximately 90% of people in the pred catching, which I'm my own community, but unfortunately, and I don't mean to be rude, but this channel started under the pred catching community. So a lot of people that are here are from the pred catching community. It's just the way it is. Think about that a little bit. So statistically speaking, 90% of the people in the pred catching community are victims and or survivors. So you put those percentages together. What do you have? What do you have? Well, I'm going to throw out a conservative low number. There's a very good possibility that 50% of the people in this community, the bread catching community, are probably pedos or predatorial of some sort. It's been proven over and over and over. We have a cheat man, okay? And I was gonna upload him. Wait, what I did I upload his? I think I did. Let me look real quick. I think I did upload that actually. I think I had time to upload a few things. I forgot about that. Let me look real quick. Let me just take a gander. And make sure first. I think I actually uploaded that screenshot, to be honest with you. I don't want to get his name wrong. But his screen name was Cheatman, I believe, 89. There's Thumper, 88. There's also Corey Wilson Stewart, which is also on Predator News now, by the way. He was busted by a lot of people, including myself and Locksmith and Ryan and BCAP Ryan, and then a UKPP2, an exclusive interview afterwards, WAP, etc., and so on, back in the day. And he admitted everything. He was being a decoy, trying to be a catcher, and he admitted to being a pedo. And we busted him for that. Let me see if I did upload that. All right, my StreamYard. All right, give me just a minute here. Go back. It started back up. Give me just a minute. I had to log in my phone. Hold on. All right, I should be back. I should be back. It's been doing that. I don't know why. I don't think it's actually my internet. I think it's actually StreamYard itself, to be honest with you. Dave, I think you were backstage. Whoever was backstage, come on back up. I was getting ready to let you up, and you did. You did. Wait, why am I echoing? Oh my God! Hold on. Jeez. Always something, isn't it? Always something. Always something. Always something. Okay. Forgot I had my headset hooked into my phone. I had to rehook it into my computer. Sorry about that. There was an echo. I should be back. So whoever was backstage, I think it was DH Trains, Dave, you can come back up. Whoever was backstage, you can come back up. I was about to let you up and you disappeared. Maybe it was somebody else. I'm pretty sure it was Dave. Uh, the pinned comment or the pinned link is in the link is in the pinned description. Sorry. Getting flustered here. I'm pretty pissed off, to be honest with you. So Cloud Force said he's going to go on a doxing binge. So y'all just be prepared. If you have to, call your local authorities. If something happens to you or your family, your loved ones, whatever, do what you have to do if that happens. If any threats are made to you, anything is said to you that's inappropriate, or just fill in the blank. Do what you think you have to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just advising you what to do. Because he's upset that his previous charges, have been exposed by many people, and I did see a lot of his stream earlier. I was on Ed's panel, however, I was kind of going back and forth, and I did see Ryan was trying to get up there, IndyCap Ryan, and finally he got up there. I did not hear what he said, though. He wanted to question him. I know that Cap, I think, was questioning him in the chats. There were some other people, and so on and so forth. So he's pretty irritated. In fact, he doesn't sound well. If you feel like a welfare check is needed, if you need to do that, do that. I'm not recommending it. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just simply saying if you saw the entire stream and you feel like that his well-being is in danger, that might be something that might be appropriate to do. We don't want anybody to hurt themselves, or unalive themselves or whatever, or hurt somebody else for that matter. So if you did see that stream, there's some things I saw where I thought about actually doing a welfare check on him, but I didn't. I just wasn't quite sure. I know where he's at. All right, I know everything about him, obviously, but I just wasn't quite convinced enough at what I heard and saw to make that decision. But if you heard more than I did, if you think that's necessary, that is up to you. Law enforcement can, go knock and make sure he's okay. I don't want anybody unaliving themselves or hurting themselves or others. So just FYI. You want to be careful, though. You want to have evidence. I mean, the cops here, I've had welfare checks done on me a few times, and they know better now for the most part, and they will be contacting the people who made those calls if they do it again, because it was a bunch of BS. And you can get in trouble if you make a false, 1089, so welfare check, whatever. But if you did hear everything and you really feel concerned, please take the appropriate action that may be needed if you feel that is necessary. I'm not telling you to. I'm not recommending to. I'm just saying if you feel that you need to do something like that, that's up to you. Let me go to a few messages here. What's up, Hila? Good to see you, by the way. I still need to see those pictures, by the way. Thanks, Telly. I appreciate that. I will pass the message on to FCC and Ed for you, bro. Yeah. Uh, I didn't know Ed was still live, to be honest with you. And I didn't know FCC was live until after I set everything up and was about to click the live button. I was like, oh, shoot. So I feel bad, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. Leo G, good to see you. Dub, how are you? I know you like me, whatever. Hello. Nevermore, good to see you. The link is pinned if you want to come up. We are talking about Robert C. Graham, aka Clown Force, this evening, and about his previous charges, arrest, and indictment. However, he was not convicted. So I want to make that very clear. He was not convicted on his alleged charges with a minor around 20 years ago. I believe it was 2005, but I could be wrong. It's on the thumbnail, I believe. It's not very legible, to be honest with you. It was kind of a quick thing, but I wanted to do a stream about it because he actually threatened to essay, that's the initials, my mother, and some other people. There were some false allegations made against a lot of people, like Ed, Jennifer, myself, and some other people. My mother, and the list goes on. So I couldn't sleep, and I decided to go live. So this is part one. Part two, we'll have the receipts. I just didn't have the time to upload everything. Welcome. Appreciate you. I left you some messages on IG. I hope you saw and listened to those. I appreciate you. And I think you'll appreciate the messages. And then also, if you want to come up, you can. Give your thoughts and opinions. It's an open panel. We're going to try to keep it free speech within reason. I'm not too worried about too much. I just asked just to try to keep it, halfway decent or whatever you want to call it, But whatever. If something comes out, it comes out. I don't care. Tonight is pretty much just whatever. But I do ask to try to keep it within reason of some sorts, for everybody that may or may not come up. So we've been going for, oh my gosh, it seems like 5 minutes. It's almost an hour. Jeez. Wow. Time flies. 8 cops behind us. Always a pleasure. Man, I missed you. I've been wondering where you've been. Always good to see you. If you want to come up, you can, of course. Andrea D. I'm not for sure if you go on panels, to be honest with you. Of course, you're welcome to. I got your message and did appreciate. Hey, I appreciate that, Nevermore. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I hope I made some kind of sense. But I do appreciate that. And, So. Hey, there's GLM is in the house. GLM, actually, GLM, if you can come up, I was also talking about Balm Dio. She mentioned your name in my Instagram, and she blew me up for like an hour. Lichen theory. The list goes on. If you want to discuss that, the link is pinned. You can come up. It's pretty much free speech. I just asked to try to keep everything to a minimal as far as the cussing. I mean, you're welcome to cuss a little bit and whatnot, but let's just try to keep it somewhat. You know what I mean? I really don't care that much tonight. If you want to come up, I'd like to talk to you about that, actually, if you want to come up. That would be great. Even though it's kind of a change of subject, but, we can move on from what we're talking about now. I pretty much said what I need to say right now because I didn't have time to upload all the receipts and screen recordings and all that stuff tonight. But I did want to go live because of all the BS that was said from Clown Force, a.k.a. Robert Cole Graham. Charged but not convicted. Very clear about that. Charged, indicted, arrested, but not convicted for his Chomo, alleged Chomo situation because he wasn't convicted. around 20 years ago. He's in the community and he went wild. He's going wild, doxing everybody, falsely accusing people. He's going on the offense, kind of. You can call it defense, you can call it offense, whatever you want to call it. And he's going crazy and talking a lot of smack. That's really what this stream is about. But we can talk about the Bomb Dio situation. She deleted her channel. She says she deleted it temporarily. And I've seen people do that before. I don't know how to do that. I wish I knew. Because I'd be happy to do that once in a while. Just delete my damn channel and come back and everything's back to normal again. I guess there's a way to do it. I don't know how. Maybe I should look into it more. But if you want to come up and talk about the Bomb Dio thing, I will go over the messages with you on panel that she sent to me with your name in there. Your screen name, not your doc's name, your screen name, but you know what I mean, Jill. I like to discuss that with you. And she mentions lichen theory. And I don't know much about the guy except what you say in your channel, and I'm still kind of confused. So, but yeah, I think he's a dude, I assume. I don't know, whatever. Click that link up there, you can come up. Time flies. Seems like 5 minutes and it's been an hour. Wow. Almost an hour. So yeah, that's why I went ahead and added part 1 to this, because I just didn't have the time to upload everything. And I just couldn't sleep. So I figure why not go live and kind of get started on this now and get ahead of this now. And then part 2 will go full force and we'll get into receipts and screen recordings and everything else. I'll have them all uploaded and ready to go. Problem? I really don't know what you mean there. Well, let me go to the first one first. Let me put it on a screen here so I can see what you're trying to say. Southwest Jeff CP9 half. If you're going to go after Clown for what he said about the little girl and the bad taste, shouldn't you hold that same standard towards Nevermore, who made a joke about circle? It was a dark humor joke, and I get what you're saying. Excuse me, but it was a joke. Clown Force was actually charged, arrested, and indicted for what he did. And it's public record. It's on the thumbnail. So Nevermore never was. Yeah, I don't know why you want to bring up that, but okay. That's your right to your opinion. It's your right to free speech. Let's see here. YouTuber formerly knows that you and smoke weed every day. I read as I was reading your comment. That's the way it came out. It's from that song meme or whatever. Smoke weed every day. Girls or Gila, sorry. See my vision. I am my optometrist appointment next month, so I'll get some glasses soon. Gila, believe me, I completely understand. Let's see what Gila said. Maybe it's something just between you and him. And for those who don't know, Gila is pronounced Gila, not Gila, but Gila, like an H. So pretend the G is an H. He's from here, New Mexico. He doesn't live here now, but he's from here, and I know exactly what he's talking about with that name. So I kind of laugh and giggle a little bit when somebody call him Gila. It's actually Gila. Gila. I'm trying to find what you're responding to, but I don't see it. Of course, my computer's being extremely slow. I was going to get a new computer today, and I never did. I may have to go tomorrow. Let's see, Andrea, that's why I haven't handled earlier. Okay, there's probably more to that conversation I can even probably find. So I'll just leave it alone. Yeah, Gila, I do have some cool pictures. I still need to send you, and I apologize. I'm so backed up on so many things. You know, when I get 100+ whatevers a day, and I tell people, okay, I'll get back to you, and it's like a year and a half later, I still haven't got back to like 20 of them, 30 of them, whatever. I just, just a human being. I just can't. But I will get some pictures I got actually specifically for you, um, and you can look at them. So I will get those to you eventually. I apologize for being so late on that. Let's see. Will be. Of course, he's going to be a little trolling here. That's what he does to me, but that's fine. Whatever. You don't have to call me Dr. Jeff. It's ridiculous. It's an honorary certificate, but whatever. What can we expect first? Receipts or a new computer? Actually, I don't know. Probably a new computer and receipt at the same time, to be honest with you. That's my goal. But either or, I mean, if I was to put something first, I would say receipts. uh, yeah, just being honest with you there. If I have a new computer, then you'll have both. Gila, Jeff. No worries. I already ever checked my. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do the same thing. I have messages I haven't even looked at yet from like a month ago. I gotcha. I gotcha. Dub has a question here. I'll let the professional law enforcement officers answer. I'll put it up on the screen here so I can remember to look back to it and have them. I can answer that, but I won't because I'm not actively a peace officer. But I will let the law enforcement officers answer that question. In fact, you might want to save your own comment there and re-ask it again when I have those panels. When they're up here, you can ask that question. Um, I won't answer it because I'm not an official peace officer right now. So. Or you can Google it. That's always a good way to look for it. Jeff, new computer live hype tomorrow. Hopefully, that's my goal. If I find something in my price range tomorrow, yeah, I'll pick it up. If not, then I'll just save for a little bit longer, But I found 3 in my price range that I'm kind of interested in, so we'll see. Check. What about you? Want to come up? That'd be cool if you came up, man. Dude, I did catch one of your panels. I woke up. Gotta remember, I'm Mountain Time Zone. I think you're further ahead. I don't know what time zone you're in. I don't know anything about you really, except that you're a war bot and you're a cool dude. But I think you said you were in Central or Eastern time zone, so I assume you're, an hour or 2 ahead of me. But I don't. I may have said a few. Maybe I didn't. I think I just lurked. But you always have good panels. You should have more panels. I really, just being honest with you. Even if you're just by yourself monologuing. But I like it when you and Cole Vic are up there or Jack up. You guys are so, like, it's just fun. It's just fun. Uh, but yeah, I wish you'd come up here a little bit more. That'd be cool. You say other side falling apart among their leader, right? Warbot's got it. He just spits out facts. The world is going crazy. Yeah. And by the way, Warbot, drop your channel. If you ain't subbed to Warbot, you need to. He just puts out facts, folks. Sometimes he has panels and visuals, but a lot of times it's just a black screen with facts. And it's all good. He gets a lot of views. His channel is growing very well. I mean, shoot, he's like, what, 600, 700 subscribers now? Because he puts out facts. He just puts out the BS that people are doing. He puts out facts. I mean, we may not always agree on every little tiny thing. Nobody does. But for the most part, I'd say 90% we agree. He's a good dude. He's one of my managing mods. I'm just reading the message. Hold on. Dub, I have to give you a laugh on that one. It's kind of funny, actually. A little trolling doesn't go, or it isn't always bad. You know, a little funny there. That's pretty good. Orbot, you're too humble, man. You really are. 452 subs, my bad. I thought you had 600 or 700. That's still good, man. I'm going to drop your link for you, dude. So you're too humble to drop your link. I'm going to drop your link for you, buddy, because you need the subs, man, because people need to listen to what you're saying. I'm not going to put your whole name in there because you keep changing it. For one, it's always too long to remember. I'm just going to put Warbot. And I'm going to drop your link. You guys go sub to Warbot. If you're watching this now, there's 80 or 63 people in here. We have a low number of people in here tonight, which is great. To be honest with you, it's refreshing. It's really hard to keep up with 100 to 200 people. So, and you know what? I'm going to do this. If nobody comes up in 5 minutes, I'm going to end it. In fact, if FCC is still live, I'm going to drop his link. You guys go on over there. Clown Force, get the hell out of here. You piece of shit. Somebody get rid of Warbot, please. I mean, not Warbot. Sorry, not Warbot. Clown Force, Clown Force, Clown Force. Robert C. Graham. Get the hell. Well, that's not his real account, but it's probably one of his old's. In fact, it looks like it was just made, what, today? Yeah. Who knows? Get rid of it. I don't want to see his name. It disgusts me. Get the hell out of here. You're disgusting. Jeff, I just recorded your whole IG account. Oh, Cloud Force, if that's one of your alts, you're already in a lot of trouble. Trust me. Law enforcement's already notified of a lot of your stuff by some people. So, yeah. Do you need a welfare check? I know your address. I know where you're at and everything. Are you okay, buddy? And I don't mean buddy like you're my buddy. I'm just trying to be kind. Are you okay, man? Need a welfare check? Need your devices checked? Anything like that? You healthy? Mentally? Physically? I know you have the... I won't get to that. But, yeah. I know more than what you think. Robert. Graham. All right. Well, nobody's going to come up in about 3 more minutes. I'm going to shut her down for an hour and 9 minutes. Wow, time just flies. If Ed's still live, please tell him I apologize. I didn't know if he'd still be live or not. I said it for like an hour after I got this panel, or an hour and a half, whatever it was, assuming he would not be live. Then I found out FCC was live. I was like, oh, shoot. And that was right before I hit the live button, like minutes. I feel horrible. Much respect to FCC. So I didn't mean that. I can't keep up with everything. In fact, let me go ahead and drop this link here. If he's still alive, I'm going to send everybody over to there. I'm gonna go to my subscriptions real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end this unless somebody comes up. I'm gonna prepare to end this. This is just part one. This is what's to come. Part two will have all the receipts, screen recordings, screenshots, testimonials, other people on panel that are prepared and ready to go, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, he's still alive. All right. Let me get you his live link. Oh, I feel bad. He's not got. Oh, I feel horrible now. All right, I'm gonna give him a like. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. He's only got 18 people watching. I feel horrible. Oh my goodness. It's titled Clowning Around. I think he changed it from what it was before. But everybody, let's go over to FCC's, give him some support. Let me drop his link. All right, so I'm going to end this. I will play a little StreamYard music for the people that want to linger around and chat a bit. But this goes to tell them that I sent you, please. Please, that's all I ask. I know some of you won't because you just don't like me, but I know the real ones will. This is his live stream, FCC. Everybody go to FCC. Tell them Southwest Jeff sent you. I'm going to go over there myself. All right, God bless. Have a good night. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you probably, I don't know, who knows when. I might do a part two on this before the next two panels. Clown Force, you go ahead. Keep DMing me. Keep DMing me. Go ahead. Everything's going to be documented, okay? Oh, there you go. Just blowing up my Instagram. Blowing up my Instagram. All right, Robert Cole Graham. Dumbass. All right, everybody go check out FCC's. I'll meet y'all over there. God bless. Have a good night, day, wherever you're at in the world. You know, all that good stuff. I'll play music for like a minute or so, give or take. We'll see. Everything you do, Clown Force, is being documented. And by the way, you're being watched by the police right now, too, by the way. So keep it up. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Because you're just burying yourself. That's all you're doing. All those DMs. I think some people like it. They feel more comfortable behind bars. You know, it's called institutionalized. Some people feel more comfortable on the inside, and they just don't want to admit it. You know, it's just the way it is. You know. All right, later. Hasta la pasta. Go to FCC's. Tell the Southwest Jeff say it. God bless.